everyone, it's Dee from Dee's Knees. I hope you've been enjoying what I've been showing you, all the recipes. Just let me know by commenting below, or give me a bit of encouragement. And today I thought I would make you beef and pork meatballs together with a really yummy sauce. So let's go ahead and cook. Okay, so I'll take you through all the ingredients here. I think we'll go through I'll make the meatballs first and then we'll make the sauce later. So here's the ingredients for the actual meatballs themselves. A tablespoon of butter, tablespoon of olive oil, about half a teaspoon of brown sugar, 1 diced brown onion, 500 grams of minced beef, and 500 grams of minced pork, 2 eggs, about 1/4 cup of chopped parsley, a bit of salt and pepper, a teaspoon of ground paprika, 1 stock cube dissolved in a couple of tablespoons of boiling water. I use the Mazzle beef stock. This one's, I've got the packet of the chicken, but I've used beef. I'm just showing you that so that you can see the brand. I really like that brand. And 1 cup of breadcrumbs. Fresh is best, but I don't have any stale bread, so I'm just going to use panko breadcrumbs today. And that's it. So the first thing I do is just get a fry pan on the hot stove and melt the butter. The olive oil, add your onions, and just cook that on medium heat until it's well browned. Halfway through I'll add the sugar, which will just give it more flavour and make it nice and golden. Now adding the brown sugar. Brown sugar just makes it caramelise a lot faster and gives it a lovely flavour. Turn it down a bit so it doesn't burn, and just wait for it to turn a beautiful brown colour. The onions are nicely browned now, so I'll take them off the heat and let them cool. Now halfway through this cooking, guys, I had to drain a bit of the butter away. It was way too much actually, so just maybe halve that, or just do the same as I did and just drain it a bit. Don't quite need that much. So just let that cool while we get on to the rest of the mix. Okay, first of all, grab your tray that you're going to put the meatballs on and to cook in the oven with. Just give it a light spray. Line it with baking paper first so you don't have a messy tray. Put that aside and we'll get started on the mix. So in a bowl, just put in your pork and beef mince. And just combine that well. I might use my hands at this stage, make it a bit easier and quicker. course wash them. Okay, add your 2 eggs. Your paprika, and parsley, your stock, give it a bit of a mix. Your breadcrumbs, don't use them all, you might not use them all. You just need the mixture to be able to stick together so that it doesn't fall apart. Looks like I'll be using all of it. And put the rest in. At this stage you can use your hands again. Tends to get thicker the more you combine it. The breadcrumbs are taking in all the moisture, so that holds everything well together so your meatballs don't fall apart. I'll just go and wash my hands so I can add the salt and pepper. Bit of cracked pepper. And just a little bit of salt, not too much because you've got the stock cubes in there and they're pretty salty, so and that's it. Okay, now I'll go and get the pulled down onions, put that in. Use my hands again. I find that way quicker. Okay, add a spoonful. Again, whatever size you want to roll them into. I don't like them too small, otherwise they'll take forever to roll, but I don't like them too big either. I think that size is a good size for me. Now these will shrink, so it doesn't matter if they're touching on the tray. They don't have to be perfect either. Looks nice and rustic if you just leave them a bit rough looking. Okay, there they all are rolled up, 24 of them, so that should be enough for 4 people. Just before you pop them in the oven, give them a light spray with some vegetable oil. And they can go in at 220 degrees Celsius or 428 degrees Fahrenheit. There they are. $220, and I'll give them 12 minutes on one side, and then I'll take them out, turn them over and give them a few more minutes, but we'll check on them after 12 minutes. After 12 minutes, take the meatballs out the oven, put them on the bench and just turn them over. That way they'll cook more evenly. And pop them back in the oven. I might turn them up just a bit more. To 230 degrees Celsius, and I'll give them another 15 minutes. That's plenty. Okay, let's go through the ingredients for the pasta sauce. Firstly, we have a tablespoon of olive oil, 1 diced brown onion, 2 cloves of chopped garlic. What's that? 1, 2, 340 grams of tomato paste. I've just used the 170 gram little cans, 2 of those. 800 grams of Italian diced tomatoes, 3/4 of a cup of red wine, pepper, tiny bit of salt. You might not need a lot of salt because of the diced tomatoes, there's a lot of salt in that, so just have to taste it later. About 1/4 cup of chopped up parsley, Italian parsley or continental parsley, and 1/2 cup of roughly chopped basil. Okay, so put a big pot on the stove, warm that up, add your oil. Add your onion. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that, but they're lightly browned. At that stage you can go ahead and add your garlic. Just give that a stir through. Cook that off for about 30 seconds. And now you can add your tomato paste. Stir that through. Add your diced tomatoes. And your red wine. Give it a stir. Put the heat up a little. And then go ahead and add your parsley and your basil. Bit of pepper. Mix it in well. Bring that up to a simmer and let it simmer away for a good 10-15 minutes. And at that stage you can taste it and see if you need some more salt or not. There you have it. All ready to serve up. Just got to make the pasta. Oh! Every time I cook, Rita can smell it and she runs in the kitchen to get some food. That's her way of telling me she's hungry. You want something to eat, Rita? Hey? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Come on then.